Hi everyone! So I finally completed week 27. This was a challenging week for me because we had so much going on that week. And during this week I was away too, and I was also doing Smash books, so I just did not have the time. And I knew that I had so many collages to do because I had tons of photos. And it was quite a challenge, but I got it done. I'm glad I've done it. So basically, I only have the current week and last week to do. So it's not too bad. And I'm hoping to be able to work on that this weekend and be completely caught up. So week 27 ran from July 2nd to July 8th. And again, I've just used this stickers that I've used before. They're the foil stickers that I got with my thicker pack that I purchased from either Winners or HomeSense. And this floral embellishment is from the American Craft Details stickers that came along with the photo cardstock sticker that I had shown you in the past, and also this radio embellishment. But the paper pack is the 6x6 paper, the travel line, and I've used some of their paper prior to on my Father's Day card, I think it was, that I had shown some of you. So I took this paper as a background because it's, you know, sort of the travel, let's go, holiday, family, laughter. And the reason why is that this week I was still in Las Vegas with my daughter at a dance competition, and my son was at a football camp. It was the first time actually, you know, being away from home for such a long time, and he was staying at the university dorm. And so my husband was alone for, I think it was 1 day or 2 days, and I thought he'd be like out and about with friends, but actually I had spoken to him and he was like, yeah, it's kind of lonely here in the house without everyone. So, you know, it makes you feel good that you're loved. But anyhow, so I again have my week listing, and I've written down the things that had happened. And then Monday, it was a long weekend that week. And so Monday was a holiday here in Canada, and my son's last day at that football camp. And so this is a photo of the dorm room that he stayed in, and they all got their own room, and it had like their own desk and a refrigerator. It was kind of cool, and it was kind of weird dropping off my son at a university dorm when he's 13, and it was really, it was very odd. It sort of made me realize that, you know, in a few years that this would actually happen, where he may be staying at a university dorm for the year. So anyhow, so I took a shot of that. And then Tuesday, Lexi and I and Lexi's friend were in Las Vegas. And after she danced one of her group dances, we were able to go out on the strip and explore. And so this here was a really cool shot that Lexi took. I added that in. I just sort of journaled about it, put photo op, and then basically this here is a tag that I got, and I don't remember who it was from, but I'm trying to reach the package here. I don't know who gave this to me, but it has all these lovely words, and then sort of the dictionary description of the word. So it's got discover, inspire, imagine, and faith, love, and hope. And I absolutely love these. And I had this container of tags, and it fell out. And I found these, so I thought, what a great thing to use on my project life. So I've used it on there, and it says journey. And then here, this tag here, or yeah, this tag, journaling tag, says what? Say what? And the reason why was, you know, my son had a great time at the camp, especially during the time he got to stay in the dorm with all these guys, and he made some new friends. But the actual camp, didn't turn out as well as we had hoped. It was quite an expensive camp because it was Friday, Saturday, Sunday, so for 4 days, and it was quite expensive. And we had heard some great reviews about it, but unfortunately, it's probably meant for older boys because there were boys that were like 18 there, and my son was 12 turning 13, and I say what, because instead of actually playing football or learning football, it was supposed to be quite intense. Like they were supposed to have video reviews and so on and so forth. There was a few times where they were playing soccer, and my son was like, well, could we throw the ball around, the football around, instead of playing soccer? And one of the coaches said, no, because if you want to do that, then everybody's going to have to do that. And they played tag, and they didn't get as much football as we had expected. And I spoke to the camp director, and she totally was understanding and was thankful that I had let her know, because she had no idea that that was happening. She was fantastic about it, and I still think it's a great camp, but it maybe not for the age that my son was, because the focus was more on the real older boys who were like going on to university. I think that was more the goal of that one. So anyways, and then this stamp was from a stamp that I had in my stash, and I saw it was a camera. It was a travel collection of stamps, and so I just stamped a camera on there, and I put the Paris Hotel Las Vegas, and because I took a shot of the Eiffel Tower. And then these here are the wood veneer letters that I had showed you in my haul. I have it up here too, and I love how these look, because they're not so perfectly colored. And I just took my Distress ink and I just kind of stamped on top of it and rubbed it a little bit, and I really like how that looks. And here I stamped it, and there was like lines created, and then I rubbed it on the edges, and I like it because it sort of looks like the background. And so I'm really liking this wood lettering. It's really cool. So I put Paris, LV for Las Vegas, and then Adventure. This is a Martha Stewart sticker, and this was just a shot I took. And this again was the basic gray paper pack that I showed you, and it was one of the sheets, and I like how it looks like a map, because we did a lot of exploring and sightseeing in Las Vegas. And then here's one of the collages that I did, and it's of the football camp. And it's funny because when I was going through my stamp collection, or my sticker collection, I found these embellishments, and I've never been able to use it because my son's football colors have always been like green and yellow. And finally, this camp was a lot of red in it, and so I ended up using my embellishment in here, but it was so old that it wasn't sticky anymore, so I had to use glossy accent to get it to stick. But yeah, so these are just shots of my husband talking to my son prior to the camp, and this was us registering, and this was the field, and then this was my son, and this is the shirt he got, and this was at the dorm room that he was staying in. And then if you see here, there was like the coaches all here, and they were all talking to the guys, and here they were like doing a chant, and this is my son leaving out of his dorm room. He was so excited, he couldn't even wait. We were going on the elevator, and he couldn't wait, so he went down the stairs and left my husband and I. And then the next collage is, I'm just going to put this sideways like this, is layout 20 collage layout of our Las Vegas trip. And you've seen most of these shots because you've seen my Smash book, so I'm not really going to go through it too much. But this here is a soft-spoken sticker, and it was actually girls' night out, but I put girls' trip, and then this was a Target embellishment that I had in my stash. Sorry. And then this here is the card that my husband made for me at my anniversary, and I put created by Chris. And then one of those little tags that, I got in that little pack. And another one of these detailed embellishments from American Craft. And I have a Martha Stewart tag in there that just says my 22nd anniversary. This is the card that I made, and just a collage of our anniversary dinner. We took our kids because we like taking our kids. I mean, my husband and I enjoy being together, but we feel that, you know, our kids are growing up so quickly and they're going to be leaving, you know, to go to university and so on and so forth. So we try and spend as much time with them as possible. I mean, they don't always want to spend time with us. So, you know, when they do, we like to have them there. I mean, my husband and I love spending time with each other, but we like celebrating special events with our kids too. So we went to a restaurant called the Blue Canoe. And this, you know how this says girls? And then this is night out. But I put the night out on here. So that's that layout. And this was Thursday. And this was when we were heading back to, heading back home from Las Vegas. So it says, return to sender. I had this sticker and I just stuck it in there because we were going back home. And then I just put the date and Las Vegas airport. This was us waiting for a flight. We left early because we didn't want any problems, because for those of you who follow my channel, you know that my flight was canceled. So we were like there 4 hours early just to make sure we got on the flight. So that's also that basic gray paper pack that I showed you. And I like it because it has all these little airplanes, and I thought that went well with that. And then when we were home Friday, these were some gifts that I made. I bought this at the Sugar Factory, and you get an empty can and you get to fill up the candies. And this one here is my son's because he likes this, what's it called? I think these are Airheads, and he loves those. And I sort of packed different little candies that he liked in there. And then this one here was for some of the girls at the bank that I bank with. They were so helpful with me because I was away, and they just made sure everything was fine and dandy, and that, you know, my employees were able to like do the deposit with no problem. So I gave them a little container, and it's so full that they had to turn it around because there's a little bit of a dip, so they had to turn it around to accommodate all the candy I had stuffed in there. So, and I have those wood letters again, and I put yum. I just put the date and what it was. And this journal here is like a airmail envelope, and I use that to journal for this, like waiting for the airport. And then I love this here. Remember, happiness is a way of travel, not a destination. So I guess what I like about it is it's saying that you don't want to go and say, I'm going to be happy when I reach this, but you should be happy while you're trying to reach it. So, and I love that little camper. And then these were stickers that I got from the Colorblock paper pack that I had purchased from the dollar store. And I just put sweet to journal about that. And then this tag here says our home sweet home, because this was a photo that I took of us having dinner outside in our backyard, and it was nice to be home after a trip. So, and this here's just a shot of my husband and I on our anniversary, 22 years together. So it's gone by very quick. And this is one of our favorite restaurants. So it was nice to be able to eat there. And this is week 27. It was such a full week of events that it took quite a while to, you know, scrapbook. And usually Project Life is quite fast, but it just took a while because I had tons of photos that I had taken, and I'm grateful for it because it's a memory that I'll always cherish. So thank you guys for watching. If you have any questions on my layout, please let me know, and I will talk to you guys very soon, and hopefully I can get my week 28 completed. Take care, everyone. Bye.